Hello, party people. Today I'm going to show you how to create your Harlem Renaissance digital portrait project, which is a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy it. So the idea is we're going to do a lot of research on different artists this week from the Harlem Renaissance. And you're just going to choose one that you're going to focus on this week for your project and for your discussion board. I chose Billie Holiday. That's who this is. She was a singer who had a beautiful voice. And I chose a black and white photograph and I just drew on top of it. So you can still see some of the photograph, but you can also see some drawings and colors added on top. So it's kind of mysterious. It's like, wait a second, is this like really what's in there? So it'll be a cool outcome or a cool project to do. So here's how you do it. First, you have to choose a black and white photo of a Harlem Renaissance artist. So you'll go down here and click this link. This is also what we'll do for your Tuesday notes assignment in class. But click this link and it takes you to a history website with all these from the Harlem Renaissance. You can see, like, take shortcuts to get there. So let's say you heard of Louis Armstrong, you might be interested in doing your portrait about him. So you click him and it takes you to his little blurb. So read about some of these artists. You can scroll through.
The most important thing in the Chevy Equinox is not front pedestrian braking.
And choose one. All right. And once you've chosen one, black and white or one Harlem Renaissance artist, you're going to find a black and white photograph of that artist. So I'm going to go to Google and let's say Louis Armstrong. I read about Louis Armstrong. I think he's really inspiring, pretty cool. So I'm going to look up Louis Armstrong black and white photos. So whoever you choose for your artist, you will look up their name, black and white photos. And then I'll go to images so I can look through them all. And one thing that is really important with this project is that you want to make sure that you're using work that isn't copyrighted. You're not using somebody else's work that they don't want you to use. So there's a way to filter these images and filter out the copyrighted ones. So here's how you do it. In this top toolbar where it says tools, you click tools and another little bar pops up and you see usage rights right here. So you click the little arrow and right now it's on all copyrighted images, public domain images, Creative Commons images and everything. But we want to filter out those copyright images so that we're not using someone else's photograph that they don't want us to use. So you're going to select Creative Commons licenses. So when you do that, it filters out some pictures. And now you can decide which black and white photo do I want to draw on top of for my project this week. I like this one. So click on the one you like, and then you're going to right click and save it to your computer. So save image as, and then you can decide where you want to save it. I'm going to save it to my desktop. So it's just an easy place to find it, and then I'll click save. And now it is saved to my laptop. So I'm ready to start drawing on it, okay? So at this point, you have your black and white photos saved. You've done that. And now we need to open it to draw on it. And you can use, I'm going to show you how to use the Canvas Google app. But if you have a program that you like already and you are familiar with digital drawing, like if you use an Apple Pen or Procreate or anything like that, then feel free to use that program too. And make it your own. You know, if you want to do something a little more creative, then do it. If you want to do the whole portrait digital and not leave out those photograph parts, then do it. I want to see what you got. But you'll have to choose a color scheme. That's right. I'm not going to let you just go crazy with your colors. I want you to look at these three. You get to choose one of these three color schemes to liven your black and white photo. So split complementary, there's light complementary, but you use the ones right beside it instead. You could also use like switch it. You could do purple and then yellow green and yellow orange. So it doesn't matter where the arrows are. But choose one, a split complementary, a triad, or a tetradic color scheme. And those are the colors and all the different tints and shades that you can use for your digital portrait. Okay, so remember all the different tints and shades means, like if you choose this blue-green color, then you can use, like, add white to it. You can use light blue-green or dark blue-green, but you can't use regular green. Okay, so you have your black and white photos saved to your computer. Next, we're going to open it in the Canvas Google app. So you can either search Canvas Google app in Google, like we just did for Louis Armstrong black and white photograph, or you can just click this link right here. And I've used this program before, so you can see all of the ones that I've done. It will automatically save whatever you draw, and you can like do like part of it and come back to it later. So that it's a really nice program. You do not have to do it all at one time. Here's another, like this, I want to show you this. This is an example of, you know, a project that I did with my classes last semester. But just, you know, this is the idea that we're going with for the Harlem Renaissance portrait as well. Just leave in the skin tone. You can change the eyes, you can add makeup, you can change the hair color, the shirt. You can, I drew like weird lines for the shadows, so you can make it your own, be creative, okay? But I'm gonna start my Louis Armstrong portrait. So I'm gonna say new from image right here at the top left. I'll click it, and then I'll go to my desktop where I saved my photo and select my black and white Louis Armstrong photo. And it pops it right into your drawing for you. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Pop in your black and white photo. And this is where you can draw on top of it. So maybe you want to practice using the different pens and see what they do. My computer is kind of a touch screen. It's not very sensitive, but you can see all the different pens. They make different marks. You can select different sizes for your brushes or your pens. You can select different opacities, so that means you can make it kind of see-through looking. This button right here at the top is the undo button or the redo button. So I'm going to undo those things I just did. But you can see, you can make a lot of really cool different marks in here. This button is your color palette. So here's like some suggested colors. It's kind of nice because it gives you all the different tints and shades of that one color in these columns. But you can also like customize your colors. So you can, let's say you did a triadic color scheme. Then I'll choose, I'm going to do pink, blue, and yellow. So I choose my color. And let's see, I'm going to fill in his ring right there. I'm going to make his ring pink. So I am going to zoom in because that ring has so much detail in it. It was far away, so I can't really see. And look, that brush is too big. So I'll undo it, make my brush smaller. I don't want it to be opaque, so I'll turn that back up and test it again. Still too big. So this is a lot of back and forth, back and forth. Zoom in, zoom out. Test your brush. Maybe if that's not a good brush, switch pens. Okay, so back and forth, back and forth. And lots of layers. You can see that the pencil is kind of see-through, but the more layers you add on, the darker it gets. For this program, I'm using a mouse, but I'm also using like my fingers a little bit on the computer mouse. So try to make it nice. I'm kind of rushing because I don't want you to just sit there and watch me do this. But that's the idea. You can zoom out, see what it looks like. Okay, so I want you to really focus on changing or adding color to anything that isn't skin tone. So eyes, you could change the color of his eyes. You could change the color of his hair. You could change the color of his shirt, give him a striped shirt. You could add a pattern onto the trumpet. You can paint his fingernails. So make it interesting, okay? Add maybe some patterns in the background. But have fun with it. We only have 4 days this week, so we're going to be doing some of these things in class, not drawing so much, but making sure that you can save your photo and open it in this program to draw. When you're finished, when you are done drawing on your picture, and you can add different layers, but that's up to you if you would like to. Layers are, I suggest doing like you have a photo layer, you have a color layer, and then add another one to be your black and white, or like if you do any black lines or white lines up here. But other than that, we don't really need the layers this time. So to save your image, you're going to click these 3 dots and it says save as image. So I'll click save as image and it will download. So you will see it pop up in like the bottom left of your computer. It says like a canvas.png file. And you can open it and save it to your desktop, or just keep it in your downloads if you know where to find them. I think it glitched. You can save the image to your desktop, or you can keep it in your downloads if you know where to find it. But the idea is to save as image somewhere on your computer, right? And then that's how you're going to be able to upload it to our Canvas page. Okay, so this time you don't have a reply button at the bottom. You have a submit assignment button here at the top. So click that and upload your Canvas file. Okay, and you will be good to go. Remember to choose a color scheme. It must be a black and white photo, and add some color to it. Have fun. We'll be doing this stuff in class and on your own. So let me know if you have any questions.